Well, the Jets not the only team to go the way of a specialist. A number of specialists headed to the AFC East, so maybe taking a little bit of a page out of the Patriots book here. Tyler Bass, the kicker out of Georgia Southern, will head to the Buffalo Bills. They're next on our docket here. Up at the top, second-round pick A.J. Epinesa. He was one of those guys who was borderline first round, second round, did end up sliding into the second round and going the way of the Buffalo Bills. But the one that really catches your eye is pick 167, quarterback help in Buffalo. All right, guys, looking at the Buffalo Bills and their draft board, obviously the thing that jumps out at you is in the 5th round, Jake Fromm, the Georgia quarterback, heading to Buffalo to obviously back up, be groomed under their current quarterback in Josh Allen, but doesn't look to be anything beyond backup help there. From Fromm to the top of the board and then from Fromm to the bottom of the board, kind of bookend stories for the Buffalo Bills here. When you look at their board, Barton, what do you make of what the Bills have been able to do and where they've fallen short?
Well, I think right at the top, A.J. Epinesa, to me, is actually a really nice pick. I mean, when you see what he did in the Big Ten, man, that guy pops, he flashes, he's really strong at the point of attack. And I would make a case that if he didn't run his 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, if he didn't test at all, and he just sat out like Chase Young did, and then the pro day got canceled, and we just never got a time on him to put next to his name, I'd make a case he'd be in the first round, because I just think that that's a bad look, that he didn't run well, he didn't show the athleticism in a combine setting. But the athleticism shows, to me, when you turn on the tape. So I think that's going to be one where they find good value with. Obviously, the Jake Fromm pick is fascinating. Maybe didn't expect him to be there for him. He is certainly, I think, to me, if you are looking for a backup quarterback, he's the best in this draft. I know that sounds strange, like he may not be the starter you want for the future, but he's the backup quarterback you want, because I think he is someone that is going to come in and work his tail off. He's going to be first in, last out kind of guy. And I think that he is going to bring a professionalism to the position. And maybe, again, he doesn't have the long-term upside, but I think he's going to make you really comfortable that he can come in, be a Band-Aid for a few games through an injury and help you out, help you win a couple football games. So a light board, not a lot of volume or quantity in terms of picks, but certainly some interesting ones in there.
Yeah, I love the Buffalo Bills draft as well. And one thing we have to factor in with this draft is, remember, they traded away their first-round selection to get Stephon Diggs. So he's a part of this draft class as well. So basically, your first-round selection was a proven guy in Stephon Diggs that instantly improves your offense. And then, Barton, you talked about Epinesa. I love his game as well, and I agree with you 110%. If Epinesa just didn't do anything at the Combine, he probably would have been called in the first round. When you look at his tape and you look at his numbers throughout the Big Ten. In the 3rd round, I like Zach Moss. I mean, I really love Zach Moss' game at Utah. I think he's was one of the more underappreciated running backs in college football throughout his collegiate career, especially when he's healthy. He's a South Florida kid, has South Florida ties, and he reminds me a lot of Frank Gore. He's not the fastest player, he's not the quickest, but he gets the job done. And then Gabriel Davis, a talented wide receiver from UCF, I mean, he can take you deep at any given time. So I like what the Bills did, continuing to add to that deep defensive line group they already have in place. You got a running back that could really be a nice change of pace type of back. When you look at Devin Singletary, Zach is bigger, has a different running style, and then you continue to prove when it comes to pass catchers to help surround your young quarterback and Josh Allen with some outstanding elite athletic guys that can really get the job done. So from top to bottom, I'm really liking the Buffalo Bills. I can tell you this much. The AFC East, the only questionable team I think would have been the New England Patriots. Outside of that, the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills, they all did a tremendous job.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.